Hello, and welcome to My Life as I See It. Uh, it's still hot. Not as hot as it has been, thank God, but it's still hot enough. Um, we've been going through a heat wave like I haven't seen in a long, long time. We've been breaking records a few times. Most of the records that have been showing up, though, came from 1988, which was another summer of hell. We had so much heat and no rain, and we finally got rain on July 15th, which was great for everybody else but my poor brother and his son. That was their birthday, and they had planned things outside for him, for his son and him, and it all had to come indoors but we didn't dare complain because we finally got rain. Ugh. But that brings us to this year. And this year, it has been really hot this past summer. They're saying that this could be a very hot summer. And I can't take the heat, as I've said before. And so it has been just insane. People are losing their composure. They're more angry. Who could blame them? I'm losing weight, I think, right now from both sweat and not eating a whole lot of food because I kill my appetite. And I don't want to cook anything, so we've been eating out a lot or putting things in the microwave a lot. Uh, I can't. I really do like summer, and the vast number of summers I've been okay with. This summer, it can go away anytime soon. I've had enough with the heat. It's just too much. Now, the other one night, it was so hot in here. Now, we have an air conditioning unit in my building, in my apartment. It doesn't do any good because um, the air conditioner is in the dining room and it shoots out straight underneath the table and into the wall on the other side, right by the refrigerator. It's plugged down there, doesn't go anywhere. In fact, you go right in the next room beside living room, and there's no air conditioning in there. And even down the hall, like down to the kitchen, there's a little bit, but this end of the house, forget it. There's none. So I've had to buy some fans because we can't put an air conditioner in our bedroom window anymore, unfortunately. Because I was going to, but we can't now. So instead, I have fans, all kinds of fans. I have a fan now that sits underneath the air conditioner and it streams out and it goes down into through the kitchen. Or if we're in the living room, I'll turn it into that direction so that we can get some cool air in there. But that still doesn't help this end. So at this end, I have 1, 2, and 3 fans. This one right now needs charging, so it's stopped. Okay, fine. We're fine. Okay, and that's a good one actually. It's just a small little thing, but it's really powerful. This one I have on right now, and it's good. And that one, it never seems to get turned off. Wind spring. Oh God, wind spring. I'm going to be staying. I think I'm going to be living in the bathtub for a while. You know, just sitting in there in the cold water, splashing it on me every now and then just to get cooled down. Now, like I say, last few days it has cooled down a little bit. Like we're not having humidexes of high 30s, low 40s. We're still getting humidex though that's in the high 20s, low 30s. And while that normally isn't too bad, but right now I'm so over the heat that I really am looking forward to spring, to fall, so things will cool down. So anyway, that's like I just can't take this. So now we have a situation going on right now. Like I say, I've been dealing with my scooters. I think I'm jinxed. I really do. I truly think that I am jinxed. My original scooter, the one I've had for 4.5 years. I love this thing. It was great. It can get me all around, all over the place. But in the last 6 months, it's been giving me some problems, mostly in the battery end of things. I would go so far and it would slow right down. It got to the point where a scooter that used to take me from my house all the way out to Masonville Mall, which is considerably distance considering I'm at Oxford and Hyde Park area, it's a long way and I could get there. Not now, not with this one. I could barely get to go 3 blocks, go through a couple of stores, and head home before I was having problems. That's when I knew I had a serious problem. And so I had decided 2.5 weeks ago to go to Costco's, but I figured if I take the bus down there, I won't have to drive that far, and then I can go down back over to the bus stop and catch it and go home and then drive home from there. And I should be okay if I time it perfectly. Didn't happen. Instead, what happened was I got to Costco's, no problem. Go around there. Okay, fine. Go to leave. Now it looks like I still had enough power to get me to the bus stop and home. So I really wasn't too worried. But as I'm going down to the parking lot, my scooter suddenly died. I mean, it's just all lights went out, power went out. It was nothing. Oh, great. I blew another damn fuse. Well, no. I hit the button for the fuse. Still didn't do it. Turn it off. Wait a few minutes. Hit the fuse again. Turn it on. Still nothing. On the third try, I knew we had a problem. So it was too late to call the shop. So I had to get home. I wasn't sure how, because I'm loaded down with some groceries here. So I called paratransit. They come, and I still have to get this thing off the road. Because keep in mind, I am sitting in the parking lot in the road heading out. Cars are going around me, and it's not fun. They're probably wondering why I'm this idiot just sitting there. So, with help from wonderful strangers, I got this thing off the road and into the building enough so I get some air conditioning because Lord, it was hot, naturally. And I tried to turn it on again. Nope. So I called paratransit. They come and pick me up. They have to manually put the thing on the ramp, get it up and in. I get it on. Then they got to manually take it off. Well, thank God my son Robert was home because he came downstairs and he literally had to push the scooter all through the lobby, into the elevator, and up and into the apartment, which is not easy. This is heavy. But he did it, and I was very proud of him. And we got inside, and I just parked it right near the front door. I could no way I was going to get any farther. So the next time I called Mobility One, and they come and they go to put new batteries in to see if that was the problem. So the guy comes, he takes it downstairs. A few minutes later, I get a phone call. It isn't the batteries. Okay. Because apparently my batteries were still really fully charged. And he put in brand new batteries and it didn't make a difference. It still wasn't turning on. So, of course, now it has to go into the shop. Okay, now that was, like I say, 2.5 weeks ago. And a couple days later, I phoned to see how it was going. They had checked the front end. They had checked the back end. They checked this thing all over the place. And nothing was showing up as the reason for what happened. So we had to do more testing. Fine. Well, in the meantime, excuse me, I need to get another scooter because I can't live without my scooter. I can't go anywhere. So they bring me a nice scooter. It's a 3-wheeler. Not fuzzy with though, but it's better than nothing. And it's got a nice captain's chair, beautiful lights. It's got everything I'd want, man. This thing is nice. And it's very powerful. It's got 2 speeds, lower end and higher end. And it works for a week and a half. However, comes a week and a half or so, I'm out. Decided to go to the Walmart Hyde Park area. And I'm an idiot. Yes, I'm the first one to admit that because it was really hot that day. But I decided to drive out there because it's a 3-wheeler. I wasn't sure if I could get on the bus with it. Okay, because I'm not used to this thing. So I drive all the way out there, no problems. And I get out there and I'm going along and I'm having no problems. So I get about just the edge of the parking lot to going into Walmart. And it shuts down. Oh, great, here we go again. So I plug it in, I turn it off and wait a few minutes and turn it back on and it works. Okay, fine, I go a little farther and it shuts down again. I turn it off. turn it back on again, get a little bit farther. And I did this all the way to the entrance to Walmart, but then it stops and it isn't going to do anything else. So at that point, thankfully, um, I got someone nice enough to help me get into the Walmart, get into an area, plug it in, and actually, I don't even think no, that's the one day I don't bring the plug charger with me, when you know it, naturally. If I call Mobility One, they think it's probably overheated. And I really wouldn't be surprised because I'm overheated. So I leave it there and I get one of their cars and I go around and I do my shopping and everything. And about an hour and a half later, it's been sitting in this nice air conditioned place. And I'm thinking, okay, hopefully it's cooled down enough to get me to where I want to go, which is home by paratransit. And first time I turn it on, nothing happens. Second time, it worked. But I had to lean forward and go slowly and pray. But I got all the way up to the exit by McDonald's there. And it stopped again. So I turned it on again, turned it off again, wait a few minutes, turn back on again, got a little bit farther along. I'm ignoring my son right now, which is not easy, because he'd be an idiot. So that's nothing new. You've met him on the other show, so you know what he's like with me. So I go along, and I finally get it turned on again, and I get out, and lo and behold, it stops again. But you'll never guess where, of course. It stopped right in the door jam of the exit to Walmart. Nobody can get around me. I'm just stuck there. And people are getting a little perturbed, but they go around to the entrance and go out that way. I finally get myself out of that particular bit, go a little bit farther, nothing. So I call paratransit up and say, hi, once again, I'm calling you because my scooter died. Oh, Lord. This has not been a good few weeks, folks. So they come and I managed to get myself turned back on again enough to get me over to the other entrance, which I find out now that they don't got bad. But at least there they had shade. So I sat in the shade, and when the guy came, I managed to wave him down so he knew where I was. And I managed to get onto the bus with the scooter and get off and get into my apartment with the scooter. And I parked it. Okay, so the next day I'm thinking, okay, they're telling me that it's probably overheated. And it's been in my apartment by the air conditioner, which sort of keeps the area cool enough, but cool enough. And I'm hoping that by now it'd be fine. So I had to go over to the Subway near here to get my lunch. So I order my lunch and I go out in my scooter. My son isn't home, of course. He's gone out. So I get to the corner of Oxford and High Park. And I just about get on the road and it dies again. And it isn't starting for nobody. And now I'm sitting at the corner at 12 noon, no drink, no hat, and no power. And I'm stuck. So I call paratransit. No, actually, I call Mobility One, and they tell me, okay, fine. They don't have another loaner for me, and they're busy, but they'll get there as soon as they can with a power wheelchair. So now they come an hour later or so with my power chair. Take the scooter away, and now I have this power chair. I've never been on a power chair before in my life. And unless you're really good, look at the Game Boy paddle things control. There's that one thing lever that you turn around and move with. That's how they operate. I'm no good at those things. So this is fun. Needless to say, I'm not going to Subway because there's no way I'm crossing Oxford Street or Hyde Park with this wheelchair. Not right now, not. So I managed to get home. But this is interesting because I was at the 1 or 2 level. Now I go up to 5. Most of the time I was at 1, might up to 2 for a few minutes, then back down to 1. And I could barely move. And every time I went to move straight, suddenly I would turn right or turn left, mostly right. And at one point, a couple times I went into the grass, that, and I'm going along, and I'm going in circles. And you can hear me either going, because I'm going to the grass again, or an area I don't want to go into, or I'm laughing. I finally get this thing home. and plug it and get it in and plug it in, and I stayed there for a couple of days. Well, I wanted to get out of the house. It was so hot. So I called paratransit up, and by luck, I was able to get somebody. I managed to get this wheelchair downstairs, which was not easy, but we got it down there. And he helped me get onto the bus on the lift, and so that I could get into the thing, and then off. And I drove around the Walmart Hyde Park with this wheelchair. Actually, by the time I got out, I was getting pretty good. I was starting to understand the controls and how to work with it, and not go into circles all the time. I could actually go in a straight line, which is amazing. And by the time I was out of there, I was actually able to ride on level 3, which was good. I actually had made progress. I was so happy. So I get home, and the next day, I went out and I had to get some things. Well, that meant going across Hyde Park and Oxford again. But this time it was a little more secure thanks to the Thursday. So I headed out, and I managed to get across the streets and get my groceries and get everything I need and headed home. And it wasn't too bad. A little nerve-wracking getting across the street and getting up onto the sidewalk and off the sidewalk, but I managed. We got it. So now it's the next. I guess it was Thursday. On Friday, yesterday, Robert and I went out to White Oaks Mall, and I was on the scooter. I managed to get on the scooter by myself, without any help. Managed to get off the bus, no help, and I was able to drive around the mall with relative ease. So I am now sort of really getting to know with it. Unfortunately, as newbies are, I would still have a problem initially going backward. Backward is the hardest thing for me. I don't know why. I keep wanting to go back and to the right, and I can't always do that. So I had a couple incidents with that, but I got home. So now I don't feel so bad. I still want my scooter back. Believe me, I really want my scooter back. But I can now at least live with what I have, which is good. Anyhow, now that I bored you to tears with this wonderful story, Robert and I have started a new TV channel. And we call it Game Night on Furness TV. Only because that's where you can find it, on Furness TV. But we do it Wednesday nights, usually around 8 o'clock, and it's about an hour to an hour and a half long. And in that time, we play the games we have been playing all along. And it's been fun. So we thought we would share it with everybody, because we're having a great time with it. And so far we played Skippo. 2 games took an hour and a half. They were long games. Skippo can be very long. I don't think I'm gonna play Skippo. If you play Skippo, it'll be probably one game of it, because, like I say, it like Phase 10 seemed to take a lot longer. We'll do that, and we played Sorry last night, and that was hilariously fun. We play that. We'll play backgammon. We'll play crib. But the thing is, it's our way just to have fun, really, and share our fun with everybody else, and hoping everybody will like it, But so far, people have been watching it, and I'm happy about that. How much they've been watching, I don't know. Hopefully they're watching the whole show. That'd be great. Anyhow, but in the meantime, that's what we're doing on Wednesday nights. And that's on top of my show, which I'm doing right now, and my son's show for TV, which he also does Sunday afternoons. He also does other little special ones. He's doing a special one on Monday night because of something going on WWE tomorrow night. He does a show for that. And we might have a few occasional times where we might do special shows if something comes up and we want to do it. So it's getting us onto YouTube. And I'm no star. That's okay. But I'm having a great time. But I'm hoping at this point that I get some more subscribers. I have 3 right now. Would love to have some more. So if you want to subscribe, please do. If you want to hit a like, please do. And also, if you want to share comments or anything, I would love to hear from that, because I can't learn how to do this if I don't hear from you. I need to have some positive and some negative, but hopefully not negative, feedback so I can make this better. If you have any ideas of how I can improve the show, please let me know. But in the meantime, I'm done. I got to recharge my other fan here because his lost his charge. So I will let you go for the other night. Stay safe. Have a good week. Try to stay cool, and I'll see you again next Sunday. I'll also see you on Wednesday night for our game night with Robert Fernez. So in the meantime, like I say, have a good night and a good week. Take care of yourself, and bye bye.